I'm so excited to finally be digging into Jeni's summer collection, which this year is themed as Hot Summer Spins, Flavors That Melt Your Mind. It's got this sort of like psychedelic festival, Woodstock sort of vibe to it. Very fun, and you get a preview of all the flavors that I'll be reviewing in this lineup, except for Double Dough, which I have already reviewed, and you can find it on my channel. I have Tahini oat chocolate cookies. I had to look up what tahini is. It is like a sesame sauce, basically. It's like ground up sesame. The flavor story here on the side says, our ode to the classic icebox treat. The savior on a sweltering hot day when a cookie craving strikes, but the desire to turn on the oven doesn't. We capture the essence of a no-bake cookie by twisting together two ice creams. Ultra lush, milky chocolate loaded with fair trade cocoa, and a nutty tahini made with roasted sesame seeds. Then finished with an oat cookie crumble that softens ever so gently into the cream. Go ahead and give your oven the summer off. Love that. The flavor description up here on the front says, luscious milk chocolate and nutty tahini ice creams with an oat cookie crumble. It does sound really good. I do love a cookie, and it sounds like there's gonna be two different flavors of bases in this. So you have like the little tahini oat cookies all over the carton. Very cute. And sure enough, we have those two different flavors of the base. We have the milk chocolate, we have the tahini, and I'm sure once I dig into this, we're gonna find some oat cookies too. So as usual, I'm gonna start with each flavor individually and we'll try them together. So let me get into this chocolate first. Really nice consistency from being out for 10 minutes. That's like the recommended time, I think, to let it sit. So here is the chocolate. Very smooth. Nice, rich chocolate. It's a really nice chocolate. We know that Jeni does chocolate well. This isn't a surprise, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. Let's get into the tahini side, because I do not know what to expect with this. This is not quite as soft as the chocolate part yet, so the ingredients of the bases probably differ a little bit. Here's what we got for the tahini. It's good. I just don't know that I'm getting sesame. The sesame flavor's there, but I definitely have to hunt for it a bit. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it being in an ice cream. It does have like a nuttiness to it, which I think is probably what we're looking for. But I don't know that I would have been able to identify this as sesame by taste alone. Let's get into, can I find an oat piece perhaps? I think there might be some oat pieces in here. I'm picking up on like the chewiness of the oat cookie, but not really like much, like I don't taste the cookie very much. I think we're relying on the base of the ice cream itself to give us the most flavor. I would really like to see if I could find like a better bite. I want to get like a really good bite with all of the elements. I am tearing this apart trying to find some oat cookie and not that successful. I think here might be some. Okay, look at that like ribbon right there. I think that might be what we're looking for. All right, this has the tahini ice cream, it has the chocolate ice cream, and it has some oat cookie possibly. So this is gonna be like the bite. Okay, I think the chocolate is still pretty much like the main flavor that I'm getting here. I think the chocolate's the star, and the tahini and the oat cookies are doing a bit to enhance it. Like, it's not just chocolate. It definitely has more going on than that, as it should. But I'm not picking up like a ton of the sesame flavor or even of the cookies. Now maybe I just need to dig into it more, but I've like massacred the top of this pint looking for like more substantial chunks of oat cookie that I'm not finding. And that is something that criticism I usually have of Jeni's is that like any mix-ins they do have tend not to be as big as I would like them to be. This is not a Ben & Jerry's shop, so she does things a little more delicately. That sometimes makes it harder to find those elements that I thought would be like obvious. So it's a good flavor. It's different. I like that. The chocolate almond's really good. The tahini part is delicate and doesn't offer that much on its own, but I think it does a nice job of enhancing the chocolate. And it's like an easy eat too. Like it almost reminds me of like a chocolate peanut butter, but in like the most like subtle way. I think out of 10, I feel comfortable giving this like a 6.5. I don't know. I anticipate that I'll get through it pretty quickly. But like it's not so like different and surprising and amazing to me that I would like go out of my way to get another pint of it. Maybe one of these days I'll come up with like a better grading rubric. But for now, we're just going on vibes. So tahini oat chocolate cookies, 6.5 out of 10. That's a scoop.